Hey guys, quick video. This is about the only view you're going to see today. What we do is, what I've been doing is sorting out parts for Frank, our next build. I've called him Frank. That's going to be our 460 build. So, but one of the things I wanted to do for that is clean out the carb. So I've got some brake clean, and that's apparently the good stuff to use for your carb. So while we're talking here, I'll just fill this up, various holes and jets and compartments and things like that. Taking the high and low screws out, and should get a good clean. I'm just going to put some on this little mesh there, you can see that, and just put some on there as well. It's just bubbling through, that's all going to help it out. All these little holes. Make sure it's all cleaned out, little jets. And you've got to watch out for it squirting, yeah? That's for sure. So as you can see here, the carb's totally disassembled. And we're just giving it a clean. Everything is in pretty good nick in this carb, as far as I can see. So there's no need to change out parts. The diaphragm's quite good. It's not pulled or worn or anything like that. This may have had a fresh kit in it at some stage, I'm thinking. I don't know if it's something I did. So now we've got that all sorted. Alright, I'm just going to squirt this all out, the hose. That mesh as well. That's all done now. And I'll show you how to set the metering level as well, or my version of it. As you can see, I've been sorting through a lot of parts here as well for the build coming up. I've been given a bunch of parts, and I found part of a 4.6 in there, so I managed to get the worm gear, genuine clutch, oiler, all those sort of things out of there. That was all complete on that side. It was about the only thing that was complete apart from the AV mounts on the saw, and the chain brake components, of course. But yeah. Anyway, we'll carry on with this. So this is one of the trickier sides to do. This is where our metering lever fits in here. There's the screw goes in that hole. The little I don't know what you call it, needle. Yeah, I think it's a needle goes in there, and the spring goes in this side. So I'll grab all that and show you how to chuck it together. And it can be tricky. So usually I just plonk the metering level down the hole, like so. See it in there now. And providing this goes all to plan, spring sits there. Next you got your little lever, and that's got a pin through it, and that pin uses as a pivot point and also to hold the whole metering lever in place. So what I do is I don't so much worry about that spring just yet, and I try and hook these two little points straight through that metering lever in there. Sorry, the needle. Okay. Sometimes you feel like you need 50 fingers with this. Especially since that spring is not wanting to play ball. Mind you, it never does. Actually got that around the wrong way. So that, yeah. That actually, it's got a, I'll show you. So it's got a little, man, that's hard to see in there. It's got a little protrusion there, and that actually fits in the top of the spring. And that's the way up it goes, with the protrusion facing down to hold the spring in place. It's like a little lump. Once in my life it's gone to plan, so what I do is just reach in, screwdriver, push that pin into place correctly, and it's all held in there. Then I'll get the little screw that goes in there. While I'm holding everything down, don't let go of it. Whatever you do, don't let go of it. And I'll put that little screw in there. Sometimes I even put the screw in just start it as well. Can be a really good thing, so it saves you fiddling around like this, which is what I probably should have remembered to do. Screwdriver's magnetic, which is a blessing and a curse. Right, so that goes in there now. And you just snip that down. That's all in place. Next you want to set your metering lever, since you've got it in there. Okay, because you can see how it jumps up and down. And basically, it's actually set now. So you probably can't see that, but you just want it just off the top of the screwdriver. The screwdriver's level with that, okay? You only want it just so it doesn't hit. Like it's like 1/2 mil or something like that off the top of the thing, and that's actually perfect. So you don't want that any different than what it is there. I'm just going to blow off this so I just blew off this diaphragm here, and this diaphragm is basically your pump for your meter there, and that goes on like that. So you want that part of the pump face down, or the diaphragm face down, and then you look for your two, like you can put this, I don't think you can mess this up. No, you can't. It's only got a certain way it goes on, but I always look for those screws there, which is your high and low screws, and you know that that's the carb that faces the side of the carb that faces the air filter, and goes on like that. But that can't go on any other way. Then you can put your 4 screws in. 2, 3, 4. And that all gets tightened down now. And I just try and do a cross pattern on this as well, just because it's got a gasket on it. I go one side. Side. I was really excited before because I found a gudgeon pin for Frank as well. So this is what sort of goes on behind the scenes of what I do for my videos is cleaning all this stuff up, putting stuff back together. But I thought the carb's kind of, it's mechanical. I've probably shown it on other videos, but thought you want to see it. Right, so that's that. And you got this rubber flange there, and that goes on there. Does it go on there? It can go either way, I think. Just clip it on like that, and that's all set. And then you got this side of the carb, okay? So you've got the mesh to go in, and I'll just get a drill bit that will fit in there nicely. So that one, that is it's an 8mm drill bit, and I'll get the mesh, the little mesh, plonk it in there, and then with this drill bit, sorry, with the drill bit I use it to just seat it down in there, seat that mesh down, which is perfect. So that mesh is seated down in there now. You've got your gasket here, and that will go how does that go? Oh no, sorry, that goes on that bit. That's right, because it's got those things. Alright. The gasket's actually crooked on there. Really crooked. I can't remember. Should probably have a practice before I did this, but hey. That's me. That's not the right way. That's the right way. So that's the right way there. And then you've got this bit that goes on. See, this is the easy one because you can see those little triangle bits there that go on there. It always gets me. I always get it eventually though. I haven't built one wrong yet. Knock on wood. And then this goes into no, got to go this way. Oh, sorry. So this goes into there, like that. Pretty impromptu video, really. Most of mine are. But so that goes on there like that with all those facing back. There like that, because this one will go into your fuel line and this one will go into your impulse line. Okay, and then that's got that big screw. It goes down on there. Interesting thing about Carbs is it still own Woolbro and they own Zamra as well. What do Husky use? Woolbro, Zamra. So without Stihl, Husky couldn't work. Well, that's what I reckon anyway. So that's in there now. Then you've got your low screw, which is this longer. You can see one's shorter and slightly fatter, and one's longer. So your low is the longer screw that goes in there. Just wind that in there. And I'll just seat that right down because I'll sort it out when I come to tune it, when the saw's built. But this is basically all I do to make sure that this carb is clean and good. So that's all done, I'll wind this in a bit so that the chain runs when I start. Right, when I tune it, because that's helpful. So that's our carb all cleaned. I'm just going to blow this out with a bit of... Carb cleaned. As I said, the gaskets didn't need replacing. So here we go. Carb is ready. Carb is ready for Frank. So I'll put that up there. I've got a few other sort of parts growing for Frank there. Got our big bore kit here for 460. You can see that's it. That's all new. That's never been used. That. So yeah, that's all for Frank. Can't even get that in there now. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show you today. It's just this carb, so I can progress with Frank a bit, get Frank built. Cleaning carb. Not much to it really. The tricky bit is getting that metering lever and the needle and all that sort of thing into it. But apart from that, it's pretty easy. Once you've done a few, you get the gist of it. Carbs don't always need a new carb kit. Is it wise to do? Probably, but I don't have one and I can't be bothered buying one. As I say, Frank's just a throw together saw anyway. So I'm just having fun, testing it out and seeing what works. But yeah, so that's it. Hope you've got some insight and could sort of see what was going on in this video. Thanks for watching. Stihl for life, and we'll catch you on the next one.